Aging in place meaning there's two here. One is actually the so-called the active living resort,
Okay.
or active living apartment,
Right.
and a care resident. So if here, when you are active, you are still active and you live here, and then of course when you need a bit more care,
All right.
then you check into a care resident.
Okay.
One important one is 24 hours
Okay.
carer on standby.
Oh,
So
wow.
there is a carer station in a clubhouse, and if you need help, like for example, the panic button or even this one, so the carer will come and assist you.
Right.
So actually it is a resort. So that's why we call it a clubhouse. Daily activities, example, you want to do Tai Chi, you want to do some mahjong or cards game and do something.
Okay.
So this is 10,000 square feet.
Oh wow.
The next question is always there.
Okay.
They say, where is the nearest hospital?
Best Senior Living Development Award. Wow, look at that. It's incredible.
Hey. Hi, Karen.
Hello,
Hi.
nice Datuk Khor. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hey, oh, wow, this is a very impressive project.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this. How big is this piece of land?
Actually, of course, we call ourselves this first Penang first integrated senior living resort.
Okay.
And of course, the whole piece of development is actually consists of 6 acres.
6 acres. Wow. Okay. And who is behind this development? Because Malaysia has to, there's something quite unique, especially in Penang, as you said, the first one.
Yeah. For this development, actually, it is in Botanica City Township.
All right.
And this township is actually 300 acres in terms of size. This is one of the components in the township that we are developing. Okay. And of course, the developer behind Botanica City is MTT. MTT Group, which actually is developing the whole township.
Right.
So, I mean, to answer your question, how does actually this thing come about? From day one, actually, our chairman, actually, Datuk Sri Kenny, when he planned the master plan that time, this actually is one of the must-have item. He always tell that it's a must-have item.
Very forward thinking of him. Yes.
So there are a few things in a township.
Okay.
For example, international school, and then we have the Botanica Mansion, and some of the wish lists. So one of the important wish lists that Datuk Sri have then is actually to have a senior living resort, which is actually, I think a lot of us actually travel quite a lot, and then he also travel quite a lot. Even like, I think Botanica City, when first planned, probably about 15 years ago. Okay. So he thinks that in this township, we should have a senior living resort. Yes. Which very common in Australia, UK, Japan.
Exactly.
So that is how actually this development came about. But of course, when we look at the whole development, the most important is actually we as a developer, we don't have experience in terms of senior living resort.
Yes.
So we actually look around and look for a good so-called partner into this. And this development is actually a joint venture between MTT Group and also Eden on the Park.
Oh, so Eden on the Park actually has a long track record on taking care of aged and nursing homes and things like that, isn't it?
Yes. Right. Yes. Actually, when we look around that time, we were fortunate to look at to this have this Eden on the Park as our partner. Okay. Because in terms of integration or senior living concept,
right?
That's why I said it's first. We only say that it's first in Peninsula because they have actually done it in Kuching.
Oh, yes, I'm aware. Yes.
So they are in Kuching, which is Eden on the Park. They have exactly the same model where you have got a care resident and also active living.
Okay. Okay.
So which is actually they developed that and operate the CR and also the development for I think about 8 years ago.
Wow. Okay. Now I think this is really important, especially in Malaysia. We are having more seniors. The population is getting older, and the reality is also a lot of children are either have to find a living in the big cities or overseas. And who's taking care of our parents, our elderly parents? I mean, I myself is at that age, and I'm thinking this is something that I would definitely opt for, especially with my children being abroad. I know that at some point I will need the assistance, but I really love the fact that over here, this is your aged care, and this is about how many rooms here, or what's the capacity here?
Yeah. If I may just just explain a bit on the component.
Okay.
Actually, the whole development, what we have here, two components in the development.
Right.
Which actually it will show the concept of aging in place. One of the concept. Aging in place meaning there's two here. One is actually the so-called the active living resort or active living apartment,
right,
and a care resident. So if here, when you are active, we are still active and you live here, and then of course when you need a bit more care,
all right,
then you check into a care resident.
Okay.
So for the whole development, active living and assisted living here is intensive care.
Intensive care.
But most important for the whole development, or we always say the heart of the development is actually the care resident.
Of course.
Which is the nursing care center.
Okay. Yeah. And is this exclusive? That means only residents of the towers will be able to book
No. So that is why this one is independent, one strata, and this one is actually owned by the developer still, but the operator is actually our partner.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And what would that be? What is that?
Oh, that is actually a Botanica Mansion.
All right.
Yeah. And actually Botanica Mansion, what we intend to do is it don't belong to the development. What it will actually be a component.
Okay.
Which actually Botanica Mansion belongs to MTT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because MTT is the master developer.
Right.
Then this one is belong to EABC, which is Eden at Botanica City.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is another, later on we will have a clubhouse function, probably have a fine dining, have a restaurant inside.
Oh.
So those who actually wants to have
can come in. Okay. Really nice. And so I'm very, very interested about the senior living component because I think when you get older doesn't mean you are dead. You still want social life. You want people around you.
Yep.
So what can you share with us about what is the plan here? In terms of,
So actually there's these two concepts. I will explain a bit more on the whole thing. That's why I said there's two components. One is actually the active living and also the care resident.
Right.
So in terms of the active living, which is it's an active living resort, and the main feature that we always say, and when I talk about this senior living resort, I always say that it is a facility.
Okay.
It is not, it's for sale,
right,
property, but it is a facility that we like you said, it's a need that we would have this facility to support us when we get older.
Of course, yeah.
So for this active living resort, one important thing is actually it is purpose built. Purpose built means it designed for senior living when let's say you are still active, but with a peace of mind. Meaning, not only the unit, the surrounding, the landscape, the entrance, the car park, or even the common area. It's all purposely designed for senior living.
Okay.
For example, you have the unit, a normal condo. Let's say the smallest unit is 740 square feet.
Right.
One bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
and one bedroom, designed for wheelchair friendly.
Okay.
Bathroom, you will have this step free.
Okay.
And of course, if there's this furniture, then it will be all purposely designed for senior, round edges.
Right.
Then the height of the kitchen cabinet and those kind of things. If that one also actually will build in another package, which is the ID package. Yeah. So coming back to the point, meaning not only the unit itself, of course, unit itself, if I may add on, you have got the panic button.
Right.
The other important one will be, we understand, especially from our operators' experience or our partners' experience, is panic button we have only at 3 places.
Okay.
One is at the kitchen,
right,
bathroom, and beside the bed.
Okay.
The reason actually when we, let's say you got a minor heart attack, actually you won't be able to reach the
exactly right.
So but of course at the kitchen and the toilet and also the bedroom, because at that place when the resident check in that time, we will have a wearable. Now the wearable we think that the wearable is okay. If let's say 3 years later,
right,
there's more advanced.
Right.
For example,
so
we may change it. Yeah.
Course,
so 3 years later, all those the senior who actually check in, then we will have a wearable. The concept is this, because the panic button, toilet, you don't
May
wear the
not be
wearable.
yeah.
So that one is in case you need some help, you will actually do that. So in terms of facility, it's all designed for, even on the common area.
Right.
For example, at the common area, where you are at the doing some
The garden,
or you're doing some small jog or walk, that all the whole area is also monitored by CCTV.
Okay.
CCTV means AI with AI, because sometimes senior we afraid that if you fall so it doesn't mean that, I mean, if you say normal condominium or apartment, you fall outside, people don't know. So this one is all monitored by that. That is one of the example of the
added value that you're going.
Yes. Another important thing of active living is also our there's a clubhouse at the back. Meaning the clubhouse would, like I said, is designed for senior living. Few differentiation of the compared to a normal apartment. First, this one is come with care, meaning that there is we call it basic care. Basic care means because you see, when we design this thing, the thinking process is if you the basic care is a must. Then of course, if you need more care that time, then the care resident, you can subscribe, and then
and everyone's different also.
I always take the example of like Asia, you want nasi lemak, then you know you can subscribe and then you can do that. But I come back to this thing, meaning that one important one is 24 hours carer on standby. So there is a carer station in a clubhouse, and if you need help, like for example, you the panic button or even this one, though the carer will come and assist you. If you need more help or any other things that you need, then at least there's a 24 hours carer on standby. And also daily activities, where daily activities
that's very important.
Daily activities will be all organized by the clubhouse here. So actually it is a resort. So that's why we call it a clubhouse. Daily activities, example, you want to do Tai Chi, you want to do some mahjong or cards game and those kind of thing. So this is 10,000 square feet.
Oh wow, it's huge.
Yes. So then it will perform like a resort clubhouse. Concierge, if you need any help and that kind of thing. So those are the things that is
so that would be part of the package for any of the residents who are living here, alright. So there's no additional. So let's talk about money. Let's talk about money. What are we looking at is, I know that you have several sizes. You mentioned just now 700 something for a single room. What
so it is actually in general we have 1 bedroom, 1+1. 1+1 means 1 bedroom and a study, because it's a smaller one, study or a carer room, right? And then we got 2 bedroom and we got 3 bedroom. So but in general, most of our population, let's say from 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom is actually very little. 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom is the most, will consist about 70 to 80% of the total units. So because that is also from our survey and our interview with the seniors, that they don't need space. I had enough and I don't need. And because when you get older,
you want to keep it simple.
And who wants to do the cleaning and those kind of things?
The cleaning though.
Oh yes, you see, that's why I said it's active living, where you would that service is available. For example, I need catering. Once a week, there's a cleaning service.
And
then
laundry.
Yes.
And maintenance.
Yep.
Oh wow. So I don't have to lift a finger.
Practically that is already
that's
provided
really
for.
Nice. I wanted to stay there.
So just an additional thing that for this active living, another important point here, because like I said, 24 hours carer on standby, or if you need any emergency in terms of care, right? Either emergency or there is how I say, the other important thing is the care. For example, if you need a bit of care help in terms of care. For example, you
maybe
have
changing a wound cleaning.
Yes, or minor stuff. The care will come from the care resident.
So qualified nurses and carers can be engaged to come over and assist.
Yes.
So good to know. That's good.
The other thing is important about the care resident is 2 things. One, the care resident is actually licensed by Ministry of Health.
So listeners, listen, this is really, really important because this is a bona fide licensed KKM licensed establishment that's running proper nurses and caregivers. So this is quite rare because actually a lot of the homes here are not licensed per se. So this is something that you need to take note of. And because they are part of the development, which means they're not going to run away. They're not, because they have vested interest in the project itself. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was asked this question also. I mean, whether they run away and those kind of things. But the other point here is, because there is a joint venture.
Yeah.
And joint venture is the operator, or so-called the operator is actually the partner. They are in this development together.
Yeah.
So it is not pure operator
Correct.
and to our commitment, the thing that we will always tell people that our commitment, this actually costs us 30 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's still owned by us.
Right.
Even though the developer is still owning this. So the main important concept, the other point here is the carer. Carer is different from nurses.
Yes.
So carer, even the carer under Eden on the Park, they have got a training center,
right,
which is actually certified by Ministry of Human Resource.
Oh, okay.
Meaning the carer will come with a certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's super duper important because you don't want someone who doesn't know what to do and
so in terms of licensing, just to share a bit more. When we started 3 years ago,
right,
I was shocked, like what you said just now. I was shocked that actually none in the so-called the nursing center or the old folks home that we have in Penang. In Penang, none of it is actually licensed by Ministry of Health.
Yeah.
So
that's
of course,
something really important. Yeah, exactly.
So of course, maybe then the nursing center or the that we have, or the old folks home that we have now, is not purpose built. They are converted probably from bungalows. It's very common that they convert those into it. So it's difficult to get Ministry of Health license.
Right.
And this is purpose built.
Right.
Purpose built, and actually when we purpose built that time, we also have to go through Ministry of Health
requirements.
Yes.
I'm sure. I mean, this is something we are talking about, human life and giving quality of life, which I think is very lacking in Malaysia. The fact that not many developers are so forward thinking as MTT, who's thinking of doing something like this, because I would think a project of this sort is very asset intensive first.
Because we always believe that when we talk about care, then because people say developer, you say you're so good,
Right.
But that is why we benchmark against Ministry of Health. If you have your license, then you need to qualify to get, or you need to comply to certain things to get certain quality standard and certain facility. You need to comply to certain requirement before they actually give you the license to for the carers.
Right. So going back to price, because I'm sure all the listeners are excited to find out.
So we have that, like I said, we have the 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 1+1, 2 bedroom.
Okay.
So the minimum price that we are pricing it very affordable.
Okay.
Compared to the actual price. So it's about 400 over 1,000.
Okay.
Ringgit. 400 over 1,000 onwards, all the way. If you take up a 2 bedroom, maybe the maximum is about 600,000. So it can range from 400 over 1,000 to 600,000.
Oh wow, that's very, very reasonable. Yep. May I know how many total units?
It's 350.
350.
350 units. And
so my concern, how do you control if someone buys it and we have maybe youngsters staying in it, causing chaos and things like that? Because this is meant for senior. How do you control?
Yes, is one of the requirement or the control things that we actually put into the DMC, that 60 years and above, or those with disability can stay.
Okay.
But anyone can own, can stay.
Anyone can own.
Yes,
okay.
Can stay.
So I have a cheeky question. If I have my husband who is 65, but going out with a 25-year-old, how does that go?
Can, yes. We thought about that. Meaning that actually it's only one. Only one primary resident need to qualify that. So of course, then precisely, I get older, then I got a young girlfriend or
Yes.
young, not girlfriend, wife, young girlfriend. So, I mean, with that, actually, it is allowed. Not only that,
Okay.
let's say, couple, old couple, then with only, the only primary so-called carer is actually
Away.
no, let's say the daughter is the
Right.
primary carer.
Okay.
So then the daughter is staying together with them for so long in their
Right.
house. So actually, once the primary carer is 60 years and above
Right.
and qualified already, so if the daughter, then people ask, hey, my daughter can stay together with me or not?
Right.
Yes, can.
Right.
As long as it's, of course, we put a criteria that is 18 years and above.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you have that, then you can qualify yourself that you have to register yourself and as the carer, as a
Okay.
carer, or I can't remember the name. There's a
Companion.
companion.
Okay. Okay.
But ultimately, the other thing that we control, of course, when we sort of like when all the residents check in,
Right.
you must register yourself for the clubhouse.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so they again to the listeners, basically you will actually get a wearable to help track your health and whereabouts, which is actually for your safety as well. So something to look into. But the overall, you are saying that the sizes is something from 700 to about 900 square feet. Am I right to say?
Yes. 740 and 800. Yes, 880 square feet and also 900 square feet.
Okay, and the price ranging from 450 to approximately 8 to 900,000, which is very, very affordable, given the prices of homes these days. And for that greenery, the clubhouse, the facility of the care center and all. But there is a question that I think some people might ask is that what are the maintenance fee are we looking at, and do I have to pay for do you segregate between the building and the care part of it?
Yeah. So the maintenance part of it in general, you can look at it is 60 cents. 60 cents per square foot. That consists of two parts.
Okay.
One is actually the building maintenance.
Okay.
Building maintenance normal, like when you go into condominium, the cleanliness, the maintenance of the lift.
Yeah, the normal building maintenance.
And the other part, which is actually is almost about 30 cents.
Okay.
So the other 30 cents is more on the care part. Like I said just now, the basic care.
Right.
So that will actually consist of 24 hours care on standby, daily activities, and and vital sign.
Right.
Yeah. So it also is included in the maintenance.
And can someone opt out of that? That means they're only willing to pay. No, it hits them.
No, because that basic care is a must.
Right.
Yeah, you cannot say that, I don't want carer.
Right.
Cannot.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about in terms of foreigners buying, because this is something that would be so ideal, especially we have a lot of foreigners who may be here for such a long time already and they're quite familiar with Malaysia. Is that something that they can afford?
Yes. There are few categories to look at it. If let's say you are foreigner and you buy in, then there's a certain threshold. If I'm not mistaken, it's about $1 million.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Yes.
And of course, if let's say you are with MM2H, then it's different. The threshold is lower.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, the lowest threshold I think is 600,000.
Okay.
And the price. So yeah.
And is it come in fully furnished, or can we just bring our luggage, or is it?
That is why we also design a way that not everyone wants fully furnished. Yeah. So we have got a fully furnished package. Come together.
Options are available.
Yeah, and it's very also we make it very affordable. Like for example, 740 square feet to fully furnish, like you said, just bring in your luggage. Will just cost you 40,000.
40,000?
Yep.
Okay. What? Oh wow! And that means the whole kitchen, everything will be done.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes. And I suppose I know that you have laid the foundation already. So what stage are we at, and how long before this can be live-in
Yeah.
scenario?
The whole thing will take 3 years. So we launched it end of last year.
Okay.
So meaning it will be 3 years. Uh, 5, 6, 7, 2027, end of 2027.
End 2027. Are you on track?
Oh yes. Actually, the contractor is we appoint much earlier.
Okay. So, and I understand that there is some kind of a rebate program that is happening. Can you briefly tell us?
Currently it's still early bird.
Okay.
So what we have for those which is interested. Okay, the other thing is before we go into that rebate, in the market, I would say in Penang or maybe in KL, we are one of it, or we are the only one that you actually can own. Because most of the facility, I would say, especially for, let's say, for an old folks home or even for senior living facility in Penang, there are a few that actually for senior living, but all of them is actually on lease.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
and
good
this
to know.
one you can own it, and of course freehold.
Right.
For our property is free.
Okay, so it's freehold, you own it, so you can pass it down to your children, or you can pass it on to, or sell it, and as well as I believe there was a mention about if we are not ready to stay in, that management will also manage it and take care of it.
Yes, we thought of the point where some of our potential purchaser were saying that, hey, yeah, I like your concept and those kind of things, but I'm not ready to move in. So what is that is a bit more on investment option.
Okay.
So we came up with the option, meaning you own the property that you don't think that you need it now.
Right.
So we will have a leasing management team set up to do that for you. Yeah. That means they'll lease it out for you.
Okay.
And currently we come up with a package, meaning that for the first 2 years we will sign a tenancy agreement with a guarantee so-called a rental that you can work out will be about 5%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's a guaranteed rental for the first 2 years. And I think there's another fascinating thing. I know I saw in the newspapers that you have signed a deal for a very high-tech hospital nearby. Yeah. That is so crucial. So where about is that hospital here?
Okay.
It's not
Yes. Actually, when we develop this, the next question is always there. They say, where is the nearest hospital?
Exactly.
Right? So we know that that is the last jigsaw puzzle that we need to put in.
Yes.
And it is just about, I would say, drive maybe 1 minute, walk is about 5 minutes. It's within the Botanical City Township.
Okay.
So if you at this map you won't see it.
Yeah.
So probably it's like,
so it's 5 minutes walk. It's 1 minute drive. So remember, guys, I mean, we are getting older, and it's about, when if you have a stroke or a heart attack, it really is, the golden hour where you have that window where you need to get help. So this is something that you may not think about it yet because you are still vibrant and in your 50s. But there will come a time where emergencies like this happen, and that's where a care center will be so useful to know that you have a wearable that can detect you and then take you to the hospital immediately, and that can save your life. And for those children who are listening to this from overseas and you worry about your parents, this is something that you can consider, and maybe after that you can use it yourself when your parents are no longer around. So it's something that can definitely have a lot of quality of life as we get older. Remember about quality of life as we get older. Yeah.
The other thing that I can share is like what you said just now. Actually, when we think about a scenario, then it is actually very relevant to all of us.
Yes.
It is not only the younger one. So it's for all of us. For example, one day when we need a bit of help, right? I would like to always give this example to whoever that I share this facility with them that time. Example, one day when we need a bit of help, For example, you fall down, then you're on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
That your leg may take time to
To
recover.
heal, yeah.
Okay. So then what are the current in our market, especially in Malaysia, what are the options that we have?
Yeah.
So when you need a bit of help, either you stay at home, that you need to employ a maid or a carer, or a nurse. So maid, we said, we are afraid that the maid may cause more damage to you because she or he may not know how to take care of someone that would need a bit of medical or assistance.
Yeah.
Carer, as I understand currently, carer is 30 per hour.
Yes.
Nurse is double.
Yes.
So and it's going to cost a lot.
Yes,
right?
Definitely.
So the other option is we have got no choice. We have to go to
home,
right?
Yeah. And the quality of homes is still left be desired.
Yeah, which is the current home that we look at it is none of us actually wants to into that condition. I mean, in Malaysia context.
Yeah.
So then we think that I always say that the current society or the current scenario that we have is we don't have the in-between. The in-between is this facility will come in. Meaning you need a bit of help, but you don't need to go to the home.
You don't need the 24-hour care yet.
You don't need, but if just that we got no choice, I mean, maybe the kids is busy, you stay at home. I mean, we stay at home where we need a bit of help. That time the kids will say, no, you can't because nobody going to take care of you and you need care.
Right.
And they got no choice. They have to go into the home. But you see, then the option is this: when we think that our facility is up, just imagine, we just tell, uncle, auntie, no need. You don't need to in the home.
Right.
You just need to stay in your own apartment.
Yeah. Which is great.
Where the care will actually come to you.
Yeah.
And the care, like you said, no need 24 hours. I say, oh yeah, the care just come,
just a bit in the morning.
Yeah, morning once, and evening once.
Yeah.
And then the carer will say, okay, I come for 1 hour, I will just charge you 1 hour. But let's say you stay at home, the carer not going to come in and charge you 1 hour.
No.
At least
it is an 8-hour cycle. Yeah.
8 hours or at least 4 hours cycle.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So that I think is very important in terms of this facility will be able to support the community, especially the senior community. Yeah. And the other thing is when this facility, when you stay inside here that time, for example, you have a minor surgery, let's say your knee, minor surgery, you need a place to rehab. Either you rehab in your unit or you need more intensive care, check in here, get well soon, then you go back to your life again. So those are a few scenarios which I think
it's priceless.
Yeah.
I think it's something that with someone that I'm in my 50s, late mid 50s, and of course it's a lot about the social life which I want, and to have connection with people, but not burden our children, because we want to still live an active life and not having to call our kids, go, I need you to take me to the doctor, I need you to do this, that kind of thing. So this is something that is really, really good option. Remember, it's only 450 to start, more or less, and 900. And if you don't know, Malaysians with this high-end kind of project, most of them are quite a fair bit, is over $1 million at least. So this is something very, very affordable, and you need to look at what the quality of life you will get from the entire project.
Actually, when we for all the listeners that we have here today, mainly when we look at it is it is a facility. It's a facility that we are actually investing in for our own need.
Right. Okay.
It's a need.
Yes.
Because we
maybe
look at it
now, but it will be.
Yeah. It's a need a day.
Yeah.
1 day. So invest something, if we look at it as a property, we will invest in a property that we need it 1 day.
Right.
As a facility that we need it 1 day. And yet it will generate return, whether it's by a rental yield or a capital gain if you sell the property 1 day.
Wow. So. Wonderful. Thank you, Datuk Khor. I want to just share with the listeners this, if you are interested, click on the link below, look at the description. Anyone who just use the code and signs up, there will be a special prize and gift for all of you. So please look at the description. If you're interested, there'll be more information given on this particular project. So don't forget, subscribe to Midlife Mojo. And thank you, Dato, for your time. And most importantly, take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon.